Alright gang, welcome back to our Vintage Survival here in Szpakowo. It's January, it's a very rainy January. Today is going to be another big selling day today. Specifically, we're going to sell the corn first off. Best time to sell it now, it is dropping, so we want to go ahead and get that sold. Wood chips, same situation there. Best time to sell those, they are also dropping. We're going to sell some more of the wood beams, so we're going to make a lot of money today. Today might be a day where we can start to consider if we're going to move our yard, our main yard at least I should say, elsewhere, or if we're going to continue here. We'll make some decisions, right? We'll see how kind of money we get and make some decisions as we move forward. One thing I'm going to do first off is we're going to go sell this, and we're going to sell it up here by the shop. We're going to do a little bit of service to the tractor here. We're going to give the tractor actually some gas as well. I'm also going to make a slight upgrade to our trailer size here, capacity. It's nothing major, but it is a slight upgrade, so we're going to go ahead and take that. It goes from about 7,000 to 9,000 and a half, something like that. Again, it's nothing crazy, but we have a little bit of surplus money right now, so we'll go ahead and do it now. And then, you know, if we decide to upgrade it again, we'll probably get a different one. Well, we'll probably at least buy a second one. It'd probably be good for us to have two of them. But for the time being, we're just going to upgrade this one slightly. It should be sufficient. And we'll see how it goes from there. Now, rain is in the forecast big time. As you can see, there's nothing else in the forecast but rain. I don't exactly know how long it's going to rain for. It looks like it's going to be somewhere between 10 and noon. The odds are, because we're only doing 2 times speed here on this series, the odds are we will be done with the episode before the rain stops. So it's going to be a very rainy day today. As far as farming-esque type of things besides forestry work that we have to do today, very limited. We can do a little plowing on the cornfield. The cornfield where we harvested the corn, I should say. We can do a little plowing there. Do some other minor stuff. Buy some more plots of land, as we mentioned. Take a look at those. And then more woodworking stuff, right? That's really our forestry work. That's really where we're at right now. It's the winter months. There's not a whole lot we can do. We can't do a cover crop, although I would like to start thinking about or considering doing a cover crop here soon on this series, because we've yet to do one. But we can do that soon enough. 153 bucks, that wasn't too bad. So let's head on over here to the shop real quick and make this minor upgrade here and repair. Now, I could have taken the corn somewhere else and got a slight increase. It was like $6. I'm not worried about $6, I'll be honest with you. So let's customize this. We still want the Michelins. We want my big chunky tires. You know I like that. There we go. We go from 750 to 9840. So that's a relatively, decent increase there. Turn the plate off. I don't want the plate. And boom. And then we want to repair this. Not sell it. Repair it. 654. Perfect. I don't really care about the paint condition, truly. It's just kind of a waste of money, so we're not going to worry about the paint condition. This thing looks a lot beefier now, though, doesn't it? This trailer looks a lot beefier. We'll take it. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully you're all doing well. Things are good in your life and all that good stuff. Time this recording, I literally just released the first episode of the Luxury Tax Challenge, which so far it's been, it's only been out for a couple of hours here since I started doing this recording, but people have seemed to enjoy it. So if you have yet to check that out, make sure you go do so. It's going to be a good one, man. It's a very difficult one. It's a crazy idea out of the mind of my brain. Or the crazy idea from my brain, I guess that's how I should have said that. I didn't really word that correctly. So yeah, it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a big challenge. It will be allowing us to utilize some bigger equipment, so it's going to be a very vast difference from what we're doing here. Not that there's not big equipment in this series, although as a number of you have pointed out, you are correctly pointing that out. But ModHub doesn't have a whole lot of old big equipment for us right yet. So let's put this away for the time being, and we're going to, you know what? Scratch that. Scratch that. We're going to get the wood chips. We're going to do the wood chips first. Actually, there's more corn in there, isn't there? I think there's more corn in there. Now that I said that, there is more corn. Never mind. Scratch that again. We're going to get the corn first, then we'll get the wood chips. Other than that, gang, really all we're going to be able to do today is buy land and expand, whether that's knocking down more trees or, plowing up areas that we already own. Probably going to buy that grass field over there, which we talked about, and then we can kind of work on that field over there. So we kind of left that one stranded a bit over there. We also have some work we want to do up on that side there, but we do have a crop in it, so that's probably going to have to wait. Cornfield can be plowed today if we want to. Don't have to. We have a direct drill, so we don't have to. But it would save us a little bit of money to do that, so we might do that today. I believe all the corn will fit into this upgraded trailer we got now. Yes, it will. Good. Good, good, good. So we'll go take this up there, and we'll head back. We'll grab the wood chips. Now, the wood chips, I actually don't know where we should be taking the wood chips to sell them. I'm assuming it's to the sawmill, but I'm not positive by that statement. So let's just go check it. And again, I'm beating a dead horse here. Giants, give me the option to favorite things, so they're at the top. Give me the option, please. Wood chips. Yeah, there's a couple places to go. The best place is at Katie's sell point, which we've been to many times before, but it's the furthest one. Where is Derek's sell point? Have we been to Derek's sell point? We have not been to Derek's sell point that I'm aware of. I think we will do that one, even though it's a smaller amount. I think we're going to do that one. The amount is it's near, it makes no difference, right? And it's going to cost more wear and tear for us to go to Katie's sell point versus that one. Whoop, easy Byron, easy buddy. $9.94 to, I mean, it's $20, $15 a difference, right? Oops. Who cares? Who cares? Yeah, let's just see. We'll see what happens when that time comes. We're gonna go sell this first. I've got the marker still on, but that's all right. It can stay on. It's not that big of a deal. So it depends on how much money we get here out of all this. When we're done selling all this, the wood beams are going to make us a killing, as they always do. So that's really going to be the telling point, right, on if we're going to begin our potential upgrade to our yard and buy more land, more larger land, I should say. You know, I'm not against it. I'm also not against waiting and spending the money instead on trying to upgrade some of our equipment. That's something we definitely could do and really need to do. Is kind of upgrade some of our equipment. If we're going to move our yard and start having bigger land and bigger fields, we absolutely need some bigger equipment if we can find anything. Again, as I mentioned, it's difficult to find anything on ModHub right now. From 1999 or older, that is large. Most of the large equipment we're finding is all too new for this series. So that's where the difficulty comes into play, right? So, $12,000 out of that, we'll take that all day. We're at $124,000. I love that. Let's get back there. Let's get the wood chips, and then we're going to go take them and sell them at this sell point that we have never been to, the Derek sell point. I'm pretty sure we've never been there, right? I'm almost 1,000% positive. And it looks like the way we're going to get there, because I'm going to try not to pull the map up if I can, is just come straight down here, turn left, go past all our fields, and then turn right when we get to the end of our longer field, right before the cornfield here. And then it'll be kind of that way once we break off in the little T-junction there, or the Y-junction there. All right, let's get to work. Well, it went well for a while, and then we had one screw up there, but otherwise it was all right. And there's not that many more in there, so I'm just going to hold them off because we're going to make 2 trips no matter what anyway. So I just didn't stack that last bit properly there, but that's okay. That's still one heavy load of wood beams there. I'm going to be very careful on this turn here. It's very, very top heavy. But that wasn't terrible. Like, I was relatively happy with that leading up to that last bit there. I really was. I just had those last bits there a little bit too far away, and yeah, there just wasn't enough room up there. So that's okay. So we're going to go sell these at the normal sell point we've been selling them at. The price is very similar, just like everywhere else. It's so close it makes no difference, and it is so much closer to where we're producing these at. It just makes more sense for wear and tear, gas, etc. So this is going to be big money, as it always is. $92,719 out of it. That's insane, man. That is insane. So much money. All right, this is the last bit here. There is still a ton of wood in this sawmill, like an absolute ton. We're not going to need to add anything to that sawmill for quite a while, so I think I'm going to hold off on doing any woodworking today, if at all possible. So we're going to do some other things, but not that. We do have enough money to buy the one plot that I was talking about, making our yard, which is massive, right? Truly massive. I don't necessarily know if we need it. That's the thing I keep going back and forth on. I'm very wishy-washy about this. I really don't know what I want to do, gang. When I was over there, and I every time I go over there, I still really, really like it, and I still like the idea of having that and what we could do with it. But I mean, I don't know if we absolutely positively need it. I feel like a lot of that would be wasted. We'd have to turn it into other fields and stuff. And not that there's anything wrong with that. There's not. But I don't know if we actually need it or not. We've talked, even though this is currently a field here, we've talked, we could always expand the yard into that area too. Because it's very flat, right? And you're right, it is very flat. And it definitely could work over here too. So, I don't know, gang. There's just, there's lots of... Ooh, that almost fell off. There's lots of options, lots of choices here. I must have pushed that with that last one that I put up there with the forklift. I must have pushed that. Anyway, there's lots of options to choose from here. It just really depends on what we decide to go with, right? We've got a harvester upgrade. Really, I mean, if we're going to get these bigger fields and we still don't have anything in Mod Hub that is old enough, that's larger, right? We're probably going to have to start buying multiples of things. That's not cheap, right? So... yeah, I don't know. I think what we're going to do is we're going to sell these, and when we're done selling these, I think we're going to make a bit of a... Sorry, gang, I hit the microphone there. We're going to make a bit of a... I don't even know if that came off on the microphone, the sound on the microphone or not, but anyway, I hit it. I think what we're going to have to do is kind of take a visit to the 2 areas we had talked about, and let's just see if we think it makes sense or not. I mean, I've mentioned it a number of times in the last handful of episodes. I have no intention of slowing down on this series or stopping this series anytime soon. I mean, we're probably halfway through the series, but no sooner than that, right? So, 25, 30 episodes to go at a minimum. So, I think buying that, one of those 2 and moving the bigger portion of the yard there isn't really necessarily a bad thing. I don't know. There's definitely some decisions that need to be made. Maybe I'll leave some of that up to you guys as well, right? You let me know what you think is the best choice. I'm just going to pull off right here for now. Nobody goes down this road but us, or if they do, it's very few, and we're pretty much off the road there. We're kind of slightly over it, but for the most part, they can get around us anyway. It's a 1-lane road anyway, really. Okay, so let's go take a look. So the first one I want to look at is this one, which was the second one we went to. So we came here. Let's just go visit it. So we came here, and, if we buy this plot, we get all these buildings with it, which all these buildings are removable. We can keep them if we want to, but they are removable. It's a pretty nice house it comes with, so that would be a big upgrade for us. This shed is pretty nice as well. Let's just kind of walk through here, this area here for a minute and take a look. I don't think I'd keep those silage pits. We can get rid of that. I don't know if it's going to let me open up any of these doors. It probably won't. Yeah, okay, so that's like a cow shed. We would get rid of that. I mean, some of this stuff is probably still too new for us anyway, right? I mean, this is just like a curtain, which is actually kind of cool. But that's a little bit too new right there, right? That is just way too new. So I think we'd have to get rid of this no matter what we did. And this would produce a lot of money for us if we sold these buildings. Yeah, it's got way too new of equipment in there anyway. We can't do that. We can't do that. So, So that was option one, and I also liked this area. I said maybe we would turn this section into the yard, and that would just be a field, I think is what we talked about. Because this area over here is pretty flat, and I like it being here by the creek. And I liked the entrance to it as well. If we remember correctly, the entrance was down here, and you kind of went between some trees and a bit of a bridge. So I kind of liked that. Although the bridge, I think, went over to this field. But anyway, there's a bridge down here, which I kind of liked. Yeah. There's some massive, massive rocks here, man. I mean, these are big fields if we're going to go this section, right? For the most part, there's a couple small ones here, but mostly they're big fields. The other area we looked at was down here. It was, well, let's just go to 214. It was in this vicinity here. I'm going to go up in the air again. So this was the road we came into. It's pretty far away from everything. That's the only negative, except for the sawmill here. But everything else is pretty far away from. Not that there's a problem with anything. It's really not. But, yeah, you would drive in this way, which I really like. And I like this driving up on the edge here. And so we've got all of this land we could buy, which is much smaller, but it is larger than what we currently have. So that would be an upgrade for us. And then back in here is where I was talking about. Maybe I'd turn this into the yard, I think is what I was talking about. And then we could obviously make another entrance here if we wanted to. I don't know, gang. I don't know. What I do know is we want to buy this no matter what. We still want to continue this, what we were going to plan to do here anyway, right? We're going to plan to expand this field anyway. It's going to be an awkward-shaped field, but that's fine. We also talked about moving the current greenhouses and getting some other greenhouses and putting them here on field 99, right? That's the reason why we haven't done anything with this field yet. But this field is not really that flat. That's the problem, right? That's the whole problem with this section here. There's a nice little pond here, but this land here is not very flat. And the flat portion that there is the portion we said we were going to take this field to and expand it into, right? I think I've made my decision on what I'm going to do here. I think we're going to buy this field. We're going to leave this for now until the grass is able to be mowed again. But once it's able to be mowed, we are going to take this field here. We're going to get rid of these trees, and we're going to expand this field into this section behind the goats. Then we're going to keep this field, and we're going to combine those two together. And we're going to make this our big grass field. Now, are we going to need that much grass? Probably not. But we're going to make it a grass field nonetheless, and we might make a track that kind of comes down this way to the pond here. I think that makes a lot of sense. And then if we want to add some things down here, we can do so, which would shrink, this field size a little bit. Again, we don't need that much grass, I don't think. We're literally only going to be utilizing the grass for the goats at this point, I think. So I think I like that idea the more I think about it. So let's buy that first, and that's really going to give us how much money we have left, right? 204,000. So it's technically enough to buy that plot. It's technically enough to buy any of these plots. I'm really leaning towards not buying either of those, gang. I'm just kind of being wishy-washy about it, but that's just because I feel like, for the most part, we've got everything we need now at this point. It's just wanting to expand and get more fields, and then maybe add some more little areas for the yard, right? What I talked about, right? Make a track come down this way, and then over to here, and then combine these fields. And I think we could do that right now, because this grass is not even ready to do anything with. So I think we can do that right now. So I think I'm going to. Let's go ahead and start with that. And then let's just see where we get to here. I don't know where we are as far as the episode goes either. We'll figure that out as we move along here. I think that would be sufficient, and then straight down here, because there's a track there anyway, the initial track, to get into this field. Just got to be careful here. I'm keep as long as I'm going to the left, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. I just don't want to go too far to the right, because then I got to replow this up, you know. Yeah, I think this is going to work. I think this is going to work how I want it to do, how I want it to look. It's a slight change from, I think, what we talked about before, but I think it's a good change, right? I don't think this is a bad change by any means. I'm going to kind of open this area up a little bit more, so then it, you know, looks like that's what we're trying to do. Give ourselves room to get down in here. And then we'll kind of run this along the edge here with the goats. Yeah, I think that works. I think that works. I'm happy with this, gang. I don't know if you guys are or not, but we'll find out, I guess, when you see the episode. I think this is going to work out well. Yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect, man. This is good. This is going to work out really, really well. Once we mow this field up, we get rid of these trees here. We expand this field further, kind of up to the edge here. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. Now, this is quite a massive track I'm putting in here. Did I need to make it this big? I don't know. Probably not, but we actually have some room to work with, so let's utilize it, right? Let's utilize it. I'm going to do some of this over here as well. I'm not sure what we're going to end up doing with this section once we're done with the tree work over here, but for now, I mean, this can all be put in as this gravel area. It's fine. I'll leave that grass there. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, good. All right, so we'll leave that there. I'm not going to expand it out this way yet, because we're going to wait and see what we end up deciding to do over here in this flat area. More than likely, it's going to be what I talked about, right? Putting the greenhouses down here. But let's wait. Let's wait and see, because we might put something else down. You never know. Okay, good. All right, so let's jump into the John Deere here, and what we're going to do now is we're going to continue working on this area that we've been kind of expanding here, the new field we purchased. We're going to expand this field right now. This grass is in the growing stages right now anyway. It has 100% fertilization on it, so we're perfectly fine, not a big deal, but we're going to expand it right now into this field over here and make this just a nice large grass field. It's going to be easier to maneuver, too, without having to, you know, move the harvester around in this area, too. That way, if I don't want to mow the entire thing, I don't have to, right? Because it gets a little dicey here next to this fence, right? It's a little difficult. Now, I don't think we can put grass in. No, we can't. We can't. We're going to have to wait to put the grass in, but that's fine. That's fine. It's not a big deal. All right, so you know what I'm doing? I'm going to get to work here. I'm going to get this whole field plowed up. I'll get it expanded out as well. It's going to look good. And yeah, let's get to work. right, we are pretty much done. That did not take too long at all, gang. We're in a good spot there. Really, we probably should get rid of these twigs in that little mini tree over here. Probably make it a little bit easier for us to maneuver. So maybe we look into doing that here soon. But yeah, $204,029 is what we have right now. I'm thinking we're having some issues here because of the rain, and this is a 2-wheel drive tractor. But we'll make it. We'll make it. We're almost done here. There we go. Perfect. So I think what we're going to do now is I'm going to look into the mod hub real quick, and let's see if we can make any other potential upgrades here. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to or not, but I would like to. So we'll have to look and see. Really, I think what I would like to make upgrades on, I think our drill's fine, our baler's fine, our sprayer is fine. I think all of those are fine. The plow could use an upgrade for sure. We could use an upgrade. The mower's fine too. We could use an upgrade on the windrowers. We could use an upgrade on the cultivator. Fertilizer's fine. So one of those potentially. What do we got in the used market here? A mower that, I mean, nothing really. Nothing for us, unfortunately. Hell, I'd even like a third tractor. I know that sounds crazy, but I would. Maybe even trying to get an old semi would be smart. That would kind of contradict what I just did, though, with the trailer. I guess not really. I said we might need 2 trailers, right? So I guess not. I love this Globetrotter, but I also like the International here, and then you can't go wrong with a classic Mac, man. You can't not go wrong with that. That thing is so cool. They're expensive, though, right? So, I don't know, I think I'd rather spend the money on some more fields, and then the upgrades are the ones I talked about. I'm going to do a quick autosave here just in case. Game was crashing on me earlier. I was working on the second video for the brand new series, the luxury tax challenge. Almost got the name backwards. I went into here. I had removed one mod, and I think it was a mod that was for that map or something, and it just mayhem. It was, you couldn't see anything here. There was no painting, there was no fences, no cows, no factories, no sheds. It was just, you know, code jargon. So something definitely got screwed up. So I reinstalled everything that I uninstalled that I didn't think I would need anymore from Calmlands, and so I'm going to go back through them one at a time. But anyway, yeah, I think. We'll think about the semi a little bit longer. I'm not going to buy it in this episode, but we'll think about the semi a little bit later here. Man, I really want a hoe. Can't get one. People are going to have fun with that in the comments. I already know that. But anyway, I just don't. I don't think there's really a whole lot that we're going to be able to get. Let me look at the cultivators. I'm going the wrong way completely for these. Here we go. I installed a few things. I just don't know. So like these here, I mean, they look kind of new, but they also look kind of old to me. There's lizards, so we're kind of best guessing. This is what we currently have. So I mean, I don't see any difference for me buying this versus this, I guess. But then I have this as well, which is another lizard item. But that's, you know, it's a slight increase, but it's not a massive. This is 4 meter, that's 5.2. So if we're going to do it, I mean, it's got to be one of these, right? I mean, really, it's got to be this one. I mean, that is huge. I mean, I feel like I got to go with the heavy hero, too. We'll buy it. We'll sell the other one. I'm not going to sell it today. We can go worry about that today. I don't think we're going to get a better plow than what we have. This is nice. I just think it's too new. I'll see if I can spend some more time out there on the plows. As far as the windrowers go, let's look at that and the tedders. There's a chance we can find something on that. A lot of this stuff out here looks too new, though. The only one that I could think might be potentially close would be this one, but it still looks a little too new to me. I think I'm going to do a little bit more research on that. So yeah, I guess we're going to leave the episode at that point, gang. We'll pick up this one and sell it and pick up the new one in the next episode. unless somebody tells me that they know for a fact that lizard, for whatever reason, is newer than it looks. It should be fine, I think. But we'll pick that up where we left off in the next episode. In the next episode, we've got some more plowing we can do, some more forestry work we can do. I tried to not do any forestry work at all today because that's what we've been doing lately. Just try to break it up a little bit. So I think we did an okay job with that. We have $189,000, which is plenty. Means we can buy some more land. We're going to buy some more fields in the next episode. I kind of want to see what your thoughts are and if you have any ideas on if we should potentially go the path here of to a bigger area, a bigger set, one of the two that we talked about today, that we looked at today, or should we kind of stick with where we are, right? I want your input, your thoughts on that before I make that choice. I will do best I can to not do another episode on this until this one releases and at least have your thoughts, and which is fine, right? I want to get a few more of the brand new series, the luxury tax, out anyway, and really I need to try to get one of my Barker Family Farm series out as well. So I'll do the best I can. I can't guarantee it, but I'll do the best I can to try to hold off until this one's been out for at least a couple of hours before I do another one. So let me know your thoughts. As always, thanks so much for your continued support. Make sure you smash the like button for me, and we'll see you next time.